One of my favorite cards that I've been playing recently is Blastoise VMAX. Blastoise VMAX is actually kind of a newer promo that has come out. Not a lot of people run these decks for some reason. It probably has to do because of the high energy cost, but that's not a single problem because here's the thing. Grand Falls, it does cost 3 energies, but this will allow you to power up a second Blastoise VMAX or another hard hitter. Now, I decided to pair this deck up with Inteleon Rapid Strike, so with the quick shooting, because number one, Bombard allows you to do 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, so damage can rack up on your opponent's bench, and eventually you can get some KOs paired with Telescopic Sight. So we're going to go ahead and try out this new deck build that I've made with the Blastoise VMAX, and it starts right now. I'm going to be bold and predict that this guy's running a Calyrex B deck, a Nice Rider to be exact, or I'm looking at his deck box, maybe a Rapid Striker Shifu. I mean, if you're looking at the deck box and card sleeves, it's probably not a bold prediction. He can probably tell I'm running the Blastoise VMAX deck because of my sleeves and because of my coin and because of the deck box. So to start things off, we got a Sobble. Things can be better for sure, but I think we can get a good start. And I'm 99% sure this is a Rapid Striker Shifu deck. Yep, there it is. Now the thing with those decks is that they're really fast, and you have to, it's a dark type. It's a darker Shifu. Oh, that doesn't make sense. We'll see. But these decks tend to be really fast because of the Rapid Strike energy that they tend to run. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Now, I have no clue what to do, to be honest. I don't think this deck does well against those Urshifu decks, but I guess we'll have to find out. So I'm going to quick ball here. We're going to get a Blastoise V to get things started. I want to power this bad boy up. And to be honest, I don't like my chances against my opponent's field, so I'm going to Marnie it up. And we get the Blastoise V Max. But I don't think it's really what I need right now. What I do feel like doing is quick balling, get rid of another energy recycle, and I'm kind of playing aggressively here. I do understand. What I do, I'm just gonna call it quits here because I don't want to bring in my Blastoise V and then risk not getting any energy. I am running 3 Melony in this deck, so we could probably have quick balled and discard an energy the last turn, but I'm not about to risk that. I just hope he doesn't have a VMAX on his hand. Obviously, Remoraid is one of the engines in this deck, so we're auxiliary to be exact, but we got to get rid of it. Lost his orders. He's probably gonna smack me with that Urshifu. Yep. Get 30 damage. That's not too bad. I actually don't mind that so much. Now the bad news is that he is gonna switch, and he's probably gonna play hide and seek. I'm gonna do this. I really want to bring in the Sobble, and I'm gonna be bold and discard my Inteleon. Check this out. Not too bad of a hand right here, because what we could do, we can get a Drizzile, evolve. I think this is the Sobble. Yep, or we can evolve both, so that's awesome. Because what I'm gonna do here, I already have 2 level ball. I don't need Path to the Peak, so to say. A Melony would be kind of nice. Hold on, we're thinking. I can get a level ball and a Capacious. No, it's not gonna work. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a Melony just to be safe. We're gonna get another Drizzile. And I think I am gonna switch. Yep, we're gonna get this. I wanna get a Capacious Buckets. And honestly, I shouldn't have gotten this Melony, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna call it turn for now. Now eventually I do want to get rid of this Urshifu, But I would obviously need a boss's orders. And I can only play one supporter a turn, so it's probably going to be a while till I knock out that Urshifu. It's going to get the Drizzile, and if I were him, I don't know what his looks like, but I'm going to predict, if I were him, what I would do, I would get a Professor's Research. Yep. Soul Scrapper, get rid of my, and then he's going to play it. Yep. Ooh. I love that card. Beautiful secret rare. And there's that Urshifu VMAX. That's going to be a problem for us because now he can pick off my bench little by little, or even by 2 of my Drizzile. It's going to kind of mess everything up for us. Strafe is going to be, or Gale Thrust is going to be one of the biggest issues that we have against us. Another one. Yeah, Inteleon is going to be a really big problem for us because all he has to do is switch out into this and then either Gale Thrust or Max Flow, and it's going to... Okay, Gale Thrust, I really don't mind that. I'm actually okay with that, believe it or not. Because I'm a Grand Falls here. I have another Blastoise for backup. I'm going to play a little bit of Capacious Bucket here. And I do feel comfortable going for a Professor's Research here, mostly because I have a couple other Melony that I could play later on. I'm gonna play that. What I want to do here is pick off the Octillery. And we're gonna obviously Grand Falls. This will essentially allow me to get 3 energy cards and power up another future Blastoise. And I think I've used all my switch unless, yeah, I think I'm only running 2 switch on this deck. I don't remember how many switch I'm running. Maybe we could pick up a W. Now the next turn I'm gonna Melony and then attach an energy here and Dynamax this Blastoise V. This will allow me to do some more damage on Octillery. We're gonna get at least 50 damage counters on it, which is gonna be pretty good. And I would be down to do 30 damage to knock out this Obel in just a matter of 2 turns. Rapid Strike Search. What I'm afraid of is the Gale Thrust. Gale Thrust is going to do a lot. And he has an Inteleon on field now. Damage is going to rack up for both of us. I'm cool with that. 100% cool with that. Bring his focus. Only draws 3, so that's not too bad. Unfortunately, I do want Path to the Peak, mostly because I want to get rid of the Water of Towers. And that was good by my opponent. Very good for him. Now, just like I mentioned, Void, don't let him retreat. That's the hard part. We cannot let him retreat. We're gonna need to pick up Sobble. Place this here. Hit the Blastoise VMAX. Don't let him do any more damage. And we're gonna pick off the Octillery. I kind of want a Grand Falls. Let's see. No, we Bombard no matter what. We Bombard here. Get my 3 energy. Get some kind of advantage against this thing. Here's another Blastoise VMAX. Okay, I'm cool with this. We have a chance of winning this. Just a matter of picking off the Urshifu. Which I can probably do. I have a boss's orders. I can force it out. He's probably going to Gale Thrust here. He probably has another Tower of Waters. He's going to play in Gale Thrust, and that's going to knock me out. 20. Oh, no. I'm going to have 10 remaining. So that probably wouldn't work. Now, what we can do, I can force out the Sylveon and knock out this Obel, and that's game. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we've won this. Tower of Waters, just like we figured. He's probably going to bring in the Urshifu now. I think I've still won this, as long as he doesn't involve the Sobble. Come on, what are you going to do? Okay, we've won. That's still not enough to knock me out. Thank goodness. Obviously, what we do here is play this. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I just want to see how much water energy I have. I don't have much. We're just going to path to the peak here. Don't let him retreat anymore. We do this. And that's good game. Because here's what we're going to do. Just cause we can. And then we bombard and hit these two for damage. That's game. Oh man, I just love this deck so much. The last match we had was really quick. I actually like that. That was a 12-minute game or so. Probably not even that. My opponent has no basic Pokemon, which is a blessing for me. Let's see what kind of deck he's running. Rayquaza VMAX. I've never gone against a Rayquaza VMAX deck, at least with this deck. So that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be really good. I'm surprised we picked up the win against that Urshifu VMAX deck. Those decks tend to be really fast. And I'm gonna showcase that deck here soon. My own build of it. And I want you guys to see what makes that deck very special. But it's not about Urshifu right now, it's about the Blastoise. He probably didn't get a good hand and that's why he's taking a while. Is my guess. I'm kind of trying to think what I can do with my hand. There's not a whole lot I can do, to be honest. Okay, so this is better. This is 100% better. We're gonna prepare for the Melony. I want to get a Sobble because I can get a Quick Ball later. It's not like I can evolve Blastoise right away anyways. So we do this and we call it a turn for now. Because I am gonna get the Melony eventually. My plan is to evolve both of these Sobble. I'm gonna pick up a Melony. I'm also gonna pick up a Quick Ball. And I obviously need path to the peak. That's gonna be very important against this Rayquaza. Kind of shut down the ability to Azure Pulse. There goes the Marie. Quick Ball. I'm surprised. I wonder how much fire energy he's running. Yeah, path to the peak is going to be really crucial. So our strategy is going to change up a little bit. Just a little bit. Fastest research. Good move by my opponent because now he has that energy on the discard pile. Air balloon and switch, and he's going to power. Oh, that's a really big turn for my opponent. Very good turn for him. Okay. So this guy, getting the Quick Ball is actually pretty cool. It changes up my strategy a little bit because now what I'm going to do here, we're going to pick up a path to the peak. I'm going to get the Sobble and we're going to get a Melony. I want to try to power up my my Blastoise as fast as I can. I'm gonna Capash's Bucket here. I want to get rid of the Evolution Instance for now. I don't think I really need it. Okay, place that here, place that there. We're gonna Melony. This is gonna give me 3 cards, and cool. I'm actually cool with our turn with how it played out. I'm probably gonna want to discard another energy card. Now I am running 2 energy recycle. I probably only need 1 to be honest. So this deck could still use some improving, to be honest. Path to the peak is going to be huge. Now we do want to get rid of the Rayquaza VMAX as soon as possible for obvious reasons. Because now he has 4 energy, and I believe he has 3 and 1. That's not good news for me. That's bad news. Electrify again. He's doing what he can to win, and I respect that. Now he has 4 energy. I think that's enough to knock out a Blastoise. Regardless, though, I'm gonna do this because we're gonna get the Melony here. And we're gonna power up. What I really do need though is a switch, and I don't get it here, unfortunately. But the good news is that I can start whittling down. I'm gonna do Rayquaza here. Get the level ball. We want to get this. Unfortunately, we're out of Drizzle, so I have another one in here. We're just gonna do that, and we're gonna call it a turn. Okay, so I'm gonna need a professor's research here shortly, because I really need to get the switch now. Now he's gonna energy search. He's gonna get the fire energy. Path to the Peak is gonna shut this deck down. It's just a matter of, you know, bringing out the Rayquaza and knocking things out. If my opponent really wanted to, we can switch out into this Rayquaza or even the other one and knock out my Drizzle. But if he were smart, he'd probably wait it out. Now, he is limited as far as how much turns he has, because Inteleon is eventually going to do some damage on the Rayquaza. Max Burst, yep. So hopefully that's actually enough for me to come into Blastoise and do something big. I want to get something big going here. I'm gonna do this. Professor's research. I don't need the switch anymore, obviously. I'm gonna do some damage on the Rayquaza. Some damage on it, and then it only takes one energy, right? So 80 damage for each energy card discarded. So 8 times 3 is 24. That's 240 plus 20. I just did 8 times 4, right? No. So yeah, he needs 1 more energy to knock us out. So maybe the play to do here is Grand Falls and power this one up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Grand Falls here. And we only have 2 water energy, unfortunately, but this is going to be enough for me to power up the Blastoise into maybe a VMAX if I discard next turn. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Please don't get a please don't have an electric energy handy. I don't think he does. I also hope he doesn't have like a Dynamotor. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm just scared of him having an energy on hand. Evolution sense, he's gonna get another Rayquaza. Oh, no. Okay. I'm actually cool with that. He's probably gonna discard his 3. And lucky for us, what do I do here? Do I have another Blastoise VMAX? I have 2 of them. Do I really want to risk? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of my switch. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna do this. And then we're just gonna bombard here, and we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna hit the Flaffy. We have to start whittling down the Flaffy because that's his engine. Rayquaza is gonna go down next turn no matter what. I got a Drizzle. I don't think it, yeah, that Drizzle is actually gonna make a difference for us. And we're gonna energy recycle here. I think we energy if this Rayquaza goes down, we definitely or if this Blastoise goes down, we're definitely gonna energy recycle. And that's why I'm running 2 of them, to be honest. Oh, there's his professor's research. He really needed that. That was a really desperate move. He's gonna be able to knock this thing out, but I think we can. Yeah, we're gonna whittle down the Mareep next turn. Vikavolt gonna be pretty crucial for my opponent too. Path to the Peak is just huge. He's probably only running one Stormy Mountain, to be honest. I find it hard to believe that the other ones are here. I kind of want to get rid of the Boltund. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Boltund next. Do I have another evolution incense? What do I have? I do. Okay, this was huge. And do this. Get this bad boy here. We have to energy recycle. Give me my 5 energy. And then I have to whittle down the Mareep. We have to bring this down. Bombard. Get rid of this. And give me my 2 energy. And assuming it doesn't knock out my Blastoise, this is a game. Oh, I love this deck so much. It's very fun. So fun. I think this is game. You can get your Stormy Mountain out, but it's not gonna do much. Dynamotor. Now, if he has a switch, then that's game. He has a switch. Wow, that was dope. That was dope. If it weren't the Vikavolt, it would have been the Boltund, though. Very cool. I'm cool with that loss. But you guys saw the power of Blastoise VMAX. I love this deck so much. So you guys saw the power of Blastoise VMAX. I absolutely love this deck, and for obvious reasons. We barely lost that last game. And for me to have a type disadvantage against his electric types, that was actually pretty good. So obviously, same format as usual. We run 4 Blastoise V, or 4 of the V Pokemon, and then 3 of the other one. So 3 Blastoise VMAX and 3 and 4 Blastoise V. We're gonna run 3 Sobble here. Some people like to run 4. I like to run 3 just because I like making room for my Melony, my Professor's Research, you name it. But I'm running 3 Sobble, 3 Drizzile, and 3 Inteleon. 3-3-3 is just good for me. We're running 4 Capacious Bucket. This is not like a Lapras VMAX deck where you need to run 4 of these. I think 2 is the perfect number. We're running 2 Energy Recycle, and the reason behind that is because I can discard 1 if I need to with Professor's Research, and I can still, because this Pokemon uses 4 energy, that's a heavy cost, and obviously I'm only running 10 energy here, so you know, having Energy Recycle can be pretty crucial sometimes. Now I'm running 4 Evolution Incense. I really want to try to get either the Inteleon or Drizzile or even Blastoise VMAX as consistently as I can, and so far it's been working for me. I got 4 Level Ball because I want to try to get this pretty consistently too without having to run my Evolution Incense, because I like Evolution Incense in case I have to get the Blastoise VMAX or even the Inteleon. So that's why I'm running 4 Level Ball. I'm running 4 Quick Ball because, you know, also consistency. If I don't get a Level Ball or anything, I can get a Sobble or even a Blastoise V. It's arguable that you don't even need Quick Ball in this deck. I just like to run it personally. I think it's a staple in every deck that I run. I'm running 3 Switch. I thought I was running 2 of them, but I'm running 3. 1 for each Blastoise, but also because 4 number 1 would be overkill. I haven't run into a lot of situations where I absolutely need a switch, but I like having them just in case of an emergency. I'm running 2 Path to the Peak. It kind of shut down this Rayquaza deck to an extent. Obviously we lost, but it can shut down decks like Calyrex, the Shadow Rider one at least, and then Rayquaza, and a bunch of other decks, because a lot of Pokemon with the rule box have an ability, and those are game-changing Pokemon. So Path to the Peak will shut those decks down, especially if they're not running any Punkaboo or Flannery or any stadium cards of their own. I'm running 2 Boss's Orders. you can get away with running 1. I think 2 is the perfect number, especially because you're whittling Pokemon down with Blastoise VMAX and the Inteleon. So, you know, I like having 2 just in case. You never really know. I like running 3 Marnie. Some people could run 4 also. I like 3 because I get to make room for my Melony and my 3 Professors Research here. It also doesn't hurt I disrupt your opponent's hand, and it's arguable that you can argue that I needed to Marnie in order to kind of shuffle his hand around, have him, you know, make him have less cards than what he had in order to prevent him from drawing the cards he needs, or even having the card that he needs to play in order to win. So we got 3 Melony, very cool, because, and this is why I'm running Quick Ball, because I can Capacious Bucket and then get my 2 energy Quick Ball, and then, you know, get a Blastoise on the field and then play a Melony and draw 3 cards. So that's one of my favorite combos with this deck, and even with the Ice Rider Calyrex deck, which we'll talk about in the future. I'm running 3 Professor's Research. I think 3 is a good number, especially because we're running 3 Melony. Yeah, you don't need to discard a whole lot because you're already getting cards you need in your hand, because if it's not Melony, it's Professor's Research or the Sobble, or, you know, there's a lot of synergy with this deck. Now I am running 2 Telescopic Sight. I've been thinking about running 3 and just ditching one of my Energy Recycler, because, you know, having more than 1 Pokemon tool, especially because I have 3 Blastoise, it's 1 for each, would be kind of nice to have. And then lastly, I'm running 10 energy. But there you have it, Blastoise VMAX deck. One of my favorite cards to play for obvious reasons, and it's very powerful. You guys saw how quickly you can actually set up with this deck after having a Grand Falls and powering up a second Blastoise in the back. But yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment down below on your thoughts on this deck. I want to see your own deck build also, so if you make videos, leave a link. I'm happy to check it out. Other than that, you have yourself a great day, and peace.